Don't feel like you have to be friends with people just because you guys share like shallow similarities with each other. I tried doing that with skateboarding, I tried doing that with being Vietnamese, and it never led to deep, fulfilling friendships. What it really does take though is skateboarding is pretty freaking awesome in that it helps you bond, make friends, and keep those friends. I can't begin to tell you how skateboarding has helped me keep in contact with people I've known since middle school, how going to the skate park every day is just a fun and unrestricted way for me to socialize with people, and my personal favorite, how it's helped me make friends all over the globe. Skateboarding is really great for friendships. However, back when I was in high school, although I skated and had skater friends, I didn't feel particularly close to any of them. We kind of just hung out because we were skaters. The reason why I didn't feel close to them was because our friendship was missing this one important component. So today I want to talk to you guys about what that component was and the other things that make a great friendship, so that you can not only find people to skate with, but a group of people that you really have a great friendship with and a real connection. So what we're gonna do is look into 3 components that make a great friendship. But first, background change. So the first component, and this is one that actually a lot of skaters get, a lot of skater friendships have this, it's fun. Do you enjoy being around this person? Because here's the thing, when you're young and you're skating, you're just out there exploring, being hooligans, it's really hard not to have fun. And so this is something I've always appreciated about skateboarding. There was always this kind of like emphasis, this kind of value on fun. And this is something that's carried over to my adult life, and I'm so grateful for it, because as adults we crave for fun, even more than kids sometimes, because as adults we don't get that in our normal day-to-day life. How many adults you know like just wait till they're drunk, or they have to go to a comedy show or some kind of event outside of normal life before they feel like they can be silly, crack jokes, and just be more light-hearted? But something all adults enjoy having, enjoy experiencing, but we feel like we can't do it for some reason. We can't let loose. But as skaters, I feel like we've always kind of kept that kind of little kid in us in a way. So like I said, skaters value fun, and this is gonna bring me to my second point. The next component of a great friendship is values, shared values. So let me tell you a little story. When I was 19 years old, I had just met a new group of skater friends, and one of those guys was like this legit skate filmer. He had a whole fat camera, he had cassette tapes or lights, and he was filming for just a full-length video. So needless to say, this group, let's call them group 1, was about, you know, getting clips, going to new spots, and just getting better at skating. Now the other group of skaters that I hung out with, these were guys I knew since high school. Let's call them group 2. They would also skate, but they also enjoyed, you know, going to parties, and over time it slowly became more of that than actual skating. And now while group 1 also enjoyed, you know, partying, drinking, we were all young at this time. With group 1, skateboarding was more of a center value. It was more of the nucleus of the group. While with group 2, although they also cared about skateboarding, it was more of a peripheral thing. But looking back, I wish I had spent time with group 1 more, because they cared about skating more. Skating was a higher value to them. For me, I valued skating and parties, but I just ended up being caught up at the parties more. So even though I still hung out with a group of skater friends, I wish I had hung out with a group that had the same values as me. One that cared about getting better, getting clips, and going to new spots. This may be the most important component of a great friendship, because this is what keeps friends on the same path. Because how many of your skater friends do you know who started valuing other stuff, and then you kind of like started seeing them as much? Think about your skater friends who got cars, who got girlfriends, who got jobs, and see, so then those things they start to value more, and because they don't value skating as much as you do, you guys start to split paths. And I'm not saying you shouldn't get a car, girlfriend, or a job, but I'm saying it's important to really prioritize what you value the most. So value skateboarding the most, then find other people that value skateboarding just as much, right? But other people, what they do is once they get the car, once they get the girlfriend, they start to value those things more than skateboarding. You can have those things too. You make sure you put it in the right order of what you value. And lastly, back in high school, I was hella sad and depressed. And the reason I felt this way is because I was just extremely lonely. Now, I had spent all my time skating and just being with my skater friends, but when I hurt my ankle and couldn't skate for months, I realized I didn't have a lot going on in my life besides skating. And despite all the time I spent with the people that I did, I felt like I couldn't open up to them. Granted, we were just a bunch of dudes, and at the time it was hard for young men to open up about their feelings with each other. Which brings me to the last component of a great friendship: vulnerability. Are you able to open up to them? Are you able to trust them? Because I never realized this, I never opened up to my skater friends. Honestly, maybe some of them would have listened, some of them would have been supportive of me. But because I was afraid and because of that stigma against guys being sensitive with each other, I never opened up. Really, it was all my own fault. But all of this is just to advise you that if you want to make great friendships, it's critical that you share your weaknesses, insecurities, and be honest, because that's what builds trust. And from that trust, we get a sense of easiness and comfort around other people. And that's what's going to give you that real connection that you want. Ultimately, guys, I just want to leave you with this one message. Don't feel like you have to be friends with people just because you guys share like shallow similarities with each other. I tried doing that with skateboarding, I tried doing that with being Vietnamese, and it never led to deep, fulfilling friendships. What it really does take though is fun. Can you be vulnerable with the person? You guys have the same shared values. It's this kind of deeper stuff that's what humans actually connect on. And if you can kind of go out there and seek these out in other people, and if you can present that yourself, then you will find amazing, great people to be friends with. Anyways, guys, go out there, do this up. Let me know how it goes. And that's it for Hendo Grows this week. I will see you all on Friday. Bye, guys. Good luck.